What's up, everybody? It's me again, your boy Kev, signing on real fast to talk about the latest in the NBA. Well, I shouldn't say the latest in the NBA. I'm talking about Allen Iverson, aka Mr. Practice Man. Yeah, we're talking about practice. Yeah, that guy. He retired from the NBA this week. Well, I mean, obviously you knew that unless you live in a cave. Yeah, he retired from the NBA this week, and there were a lot of. It was weird how the coverage kind of swayed. The week before, when he was going through the whole ordeal, the week and the 2 weeks before, when he was going through the whole ordeal with Memphis, and they were cutting him loose, and he went on a leave of absence and all that nonsense. And after he became a free agent, where would he sign? Is there any interest? Are the Knicks interested? Blah blah blah. It went from him being a head case, selfish, all that stuff, to now basically he's like the victim. He's being pushed out of the game. Don't get me wrong. I've never been the biggest AI fan. I don't really think that highly of his game. Though I understand he's good, don't get me wrong. I just don't view him as an immortal like some do. Because, realistically speaking, he's 6 foot tall, and that mucho props, because he takes a beating. He took a beating throughout his career. But scoring wise, how many shots did he have to take to score his points? What was his field goal percentage? What was his 3-point? He really couldn't. He really was never even close to a good shooter. I understand he's never had much around him. I understand that, but at the same time, I've seen other guys not have much around them and shoot better percentages. Like Kobe Bryant in his almost MVP year, the year after, I think it was the year after Shaq left, and he was going crazy every night, 50, 60, whatever it was. He was going nuts. And I'm pretty sure he shot 45, 46% from the field that year. AI has done that once in his career. Once. And that was in Denver. The first year he was with Denver. He did that one time. Look, I respect his game, but defensively he couldn't guard a lamppost. And offensively, he was basically a volume shooter, volume scorer, whatever you want to call it. He had to take a hell of a lot of shots to get his points. Tough guy, but do I think he's an all-time great? Depends on what you mean. Like, I hear people saying like he's top 15, top 20. No, he's not. In my opinion, he's not. The guy just really, he gets ratings. He gets a bit too much as far as the ratings and the hype and all that stuff and the respect because of his height. That's what it is. As far as his current ordeal with the retirement, I just find it funny that now it's sad he doesn't get to go out and so forth. Whose fault is it that he's in this situation to begin with? Whose fault is that? AI built up his reputation as a problem his entire career, and then he goes to Memphis, and instead of just playing through whatever he was mad that he was trying to admit, just play through it, and then once the trade deadline hit, you might get traded. Once the year's over, you might find a new team. But he was upset because apparently he's upset because Memphis wants to develop their young players and are not gonna sacrifice their future for a 33-year-old guy who's not what he wants. So this is not 1999, Allen. Again, you're gonna sit there. What are you gonna do? Take minutes from OJ Mayo to give to AI? Take minutes from Mike Conley? Regardless of what me or you may think of Mike Conley, you have to see him develop. Memphis is gonna win what, 40 games with a good AI, with what AI currently is. You're gonna win with 40 games. Is that really worth it? Taking minutes from your young players? Is it really worth it? So I don't want to hear this stuff about I'm upset that he didn't get to retire the way he wants to and all this. No, it's his fault. It's his problem. He's been a problem. His attitude is a problem. Larry Brown hated his guts for how long? Hated his guts. I know Larry Brown is impossible himself. I saw it firsthand in New York. Doing stuff like telling the 20-year-old Trevor Ariza to stop shooting. Like, what? Who says that? Stop shooting. But anyway, that's another topic for another day. I mean, he's been last year he was quoted as being upset with Michael Curry. Michael Curry couldn't take it. All that stuff. This year on the team bus, he's calling the coach an effing idiot. Like, really, Allen? Really? Who's the idiot? Last year, you were the one, according to what I read anyway, was saying on the team bus that it's LeBron, Kobe, and then you, and yet you're calling somebody an idiot. How does that work? How does that work? Is it unfortunate that AI can't put his ego aside for a minute and go play for? I'm not asking him to go be a mercenary and play 5 minutes a year and go get a ring like PJ Brown and all them and other bum. Not even PJ Brown. PJ Brown actually contributed, but I can't think of any right now. But there are those every year or every other year that go to LA, go to San Antonio, play 2 minutes a game or play 2 minutes a year and win a ring. And it's like, really? So I can respect the fact that he wants to be a contributor. He doesn't want to go and leech off somebody else. But at the same time, you have to be. When does common sense ring in? When does common sense come into play? When does this is not 2001 anymore? It's 2009. You're not the same player. You can still produce, yeah. He can still score, yeah. Is he better than 75% of the guards in the league? Most likely. But your attitude, the play that he brings is not worth the attitude that he brings. And if you're a bad team and you're trying to develop young players, or a mediocre team trying to develop young players, does it make sense to really bring in this guy so he can win 40 games? If you're a winning team, do you really want to bring in this guy and risk ruining chemistry? No. That's exactly why he is retired, or retired for now. So he's no victim. It just is what it is. It's his attitude that's keeping him on the sideline. People don't want to deal with that kind of stuff, man. But anyway, that's it from me. Thank you for watching.